But now we're back. Let's.
Never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better. You will never find.
Let's start it.
Bang! Competition shouldn't take shots. Take notes, please. Putting live from the winning side.
Yo, I keep messing up. I'm thinking about something. Hold up. No, it was down to. Down. Hold it. Okay. Average. Try that on, because I never tried that yet. Oh, here's me using these uniforms. I'm trying to be quick. Okay, while that loads up, while they do the game introduction and whatever, I'm going to do something else. Random, let's go.
Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind can catch this breeze, freeze. Stop doing your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you want to be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be a good one between the Miami Dolphins and the Washington Redskins. With that, let's get on up to FedEx Field near Washington.
Okay, everything's working better now. So we got not lagging. So it must have been the, I had 720 plus 60 FPS, and so I guess I have to cancel out the, so I cut out the 60 FPS, and it's a 720 quality, just without the 60 FPS.
This crowd is pumped up as their Redskins get set to match up with the Miami Dolphins. Up in the booth with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and kickoff straight ahead, CD. What's one thing that you're going to have your eye on?
I think about what the great coaches.
I just had to fix the quality. Some of y'all be like, oh, the quality ass.
Can you rush theirs and protect yours? Well, in this case, both of these teams get after the.
So I might have to do the same thing with 2K20 after we get this done. They won last time at their home, so we bring it to my town. So we give them, they said, you know what? We can set up this game. A rematch against the game, so they rode on our bus
Justin
back.
Hopkins has it on the tee, and here we go from our nation's capital. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. Leading them out is going to be their quarterback. That's the grizzled vet, Ryan Fitzpatrick.
No, I hate him.
Fitzpatrick doesn't get enough credit for is his toughness. This is a guy who plays through injuries, but it's also being mentally tough, knowing that everyone's always trying to move him out of the lineup, trying to find a replacement for him, yet he continues to battle and has earned the total respect.
And it's a fumble, and the Redskins scoop it. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
As you and I both know, one reason teams script
I might
plays
need to
to
see
start
that
a game
again.
so they can practice them ahead of time. I will guarantee you that fumble was not in the script.
You don't think they had fumble written next to play one there?
No, that was never in the script because they want to have good memories when they go into a ball game, not something that could have gone wrong.
I just had to
As the
replay
offense
it.
comes out here, CD, we got to talk about the big one. We've waited for it all season long, down to the final two in Miami. All the glitz, all the glamour. What do you think of this matchup, partner?
And a lot of folks thought that this might be Baltimore.
See, now you at my home. We got the angle from the last game.
But Kansas City, many thought might
Remember from the last game? Oh, yeah, they mad too.
Advantage after the Ravens lost to Tennessee, took full advantage of that and found their way to Miami. Interesting thing for me, these two coaches, Andy Reid, he's been to the Super Bowl before. He was head coach of the Philadelphia Eagles, and they lost Super Bowl 39 to the Patriots. And then Kyle Shanahan, He's been there as a coordinator with the Atlanta Falcons, a 28-3 lead against the Patriots in Super Bowl 51 before losing that one in overtime.
Let's go field goal.
One of these coaches is going to get his first Super Bowl win. Can't wait to see how this one turns out. Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision. NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a
little
your
ass down before we make you play.
That's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely.
They didn't even do the first offensive lineup thing. I just realized that shit. They just showed the offensive.
They go play action. Fitzpatrick. Looks for and it's intercepted.
Straight out of bounds, man. Y'all ain't touching shit. Y'all QB me working my town. This is my field.
Interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man,
y'all seen the last
all
game.
You're focused on is the receiver in front of you.
They won.
But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
I like how I felt he protected
Washington's offense, and if you do a dive into the 2019 season, you know that things just not so rosy in the nation's capital football-wise for the Redskins. 3-13. Jay Gruden let go back in the middle of the season, but now a new man in charge, Ron Rivera. What did you think of the hire?
I thought it was a spectacular hire for Washington because, to me, Ron Rivera would have been the leading candidate in Washington. In Dallas.
This dude can't shoot.
Okay,
can't throw for shit.
Cleveland, wherever there was an opening, save Carolina, where he just got let go. To me, he was the top candidate. A professional who played in the league, so he'll be respected that way. He'll be respected as a head coach who took his team to a Super Bowl. First thing he did, got rid of the ping pong tables.
He was in the locker room.
New man in town. New discipline in town, but I really think it was a home run hire for Washington.
And I'm with you, but isn't it interesting how these coaches can be recycled? Yeah, Carolina apparently says, hey, he's not good enough for us anymore, but other places, they would love to have it.
And I think a lot of that has to do with whoever owns the team or if there's a new person making decisions above the head coach, because if that person had hired Ron Rivera, might have stuck with him through a small downtime and knew he had a great coach. But oftentimes when you're the owner and it's your first hire, you really want to hire someone yourself. And when there's an opportunity, you take it. And that's why Ron Rivera is no longer in Carolina.
Escaping the pressure right. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Haskins not the most mobile of quarterbacks, but delivering there on the scramble to pick up the first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Everybody can get this ball.
Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's not even a tackle.
Taco Charlton. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Butterfingers.
Incomplete. Eric Rowe that time able to knock that pass away. 7th play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, Laird. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
I want them to throw. That's what I want.
A 1st down pickup of 8. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards. This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got it first and goal to go. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
To the 8 to the 4 with a gain of 4.
Defense.
Oh, now y'all want to show them.
Tackle first safety, but he does have the ability to play the deep part of the field.
Second and goal from inside the 5. No running now out of the gun. And he is
third and goal.
In the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And back at the 8 now. Third and goal. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki.
Fourth and goal, bitch.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a fourth and goal.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute it.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to...
It's first quarter.
The 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Redskins are able to
He
come
flick
up
it
with
to
a
the
goal
kicker.
line stand.
Looks like they're going to throw it. He flicks it to the kicker. We was already rushing to you to block it.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here first and 10. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A gain of 6 there on first. Shotgun handoff to Thompson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Stop saying the same thing.
About 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football. Haskins on third down. They'll roll him out right. He can run for it, and he will. Good coverage downfield led to him picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
I'm not sure he falls under the category of mobile quarterback, but he's athletic enough that if you don't keep your rush lanes intact, he finds a way to hurt you.
As coaches like to say, I wouldn't call him a burner, but enough there in the tank. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson.
First down.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Oh, 10 yards.
Coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line. In pregame, get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you.
First down, bitch.
He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
2 yards, good enough for a first. A couple of first downs on the drive already. As they'll go from the 47 now on first down.
Oh, this nigga still trying to jump.
There on the check down, but they'll get it back.
And that's what he's got.
I'm throwing it to R1, then X, and then I got it got away.
It's like that first down there. Need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And some room to work. Shreds him with a stiff arm.
Stiff arm, bitch.
Down deep on Miami's side of the field. A huge play there for Washington.
Hey.
Pretty much any play we
Look,
see.
bam, get off, bam.
But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great.
Get the hell off of me. You ain't touch me. The only reason he got it because he came to the front.
Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. This is first and goal from about the 8. On the carry, Thompson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Meanwhile, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. That's to his running back, complete.
Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Get it. I'm like, it's a big risk, but man, no one scored all first quarter, so put the first on the board.
First here in this opening quarter. Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top 2 options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route. Worked out pretty well.
It was like you were in the pocket. How about you going through the progressions like that? What a lot of offenses say, touchdown to check down. Look downfield first, bring it back to the line of scrimmage. Not easy for a rookie to do. Oftentimes they get 1 look, and they make their decision off of that. He went through 3. That was impressive.
It's the win, right in the middle. It's a good area. I did kick it on Madden 10 mobile. So I know if the wind going that way, I did get a little opposite. Not too much, but a little. I'm a young baller. Every day we stay shining. Up and shining. 17-38 on my diamond.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Miami's offense takes the field again. You think about their 2019 season, it might be the rare overachieving 5-11 label that you give them. You know, when you look at it, everybody
overachieve at 5-11
because look at what they were dealing with, and then they kind of cleared the cupboard, but ended up getting 5 wins, including the one that kept New England from getting a first-round bye in Week 17.
I like the case you just made. You brought me over to the other side on that. Actually, I was just busting your chops. I'm absolutely with you on that. That is an overachieving 5-11 team. If you looked at that roster at the beginning of the season and even throughout and said to yourself, where are the wins coming from? You might have gotten to 3 if you stretched it. I give Brian Flores and his staff a ton of credit for continuing to compete.
Oh, 31. Why do I keep saying no?
Now I'm eager to see what they do with the number 5 pick in the NFL draft. Is it going to be a quarterback? Because Ryan Fitzpatrick did it again with Fitzmagic down the stretch beating New England. Do you bring in a guy that you can groom and let Fitzpatrick continue to be your QB?
Well, to the point about quarterbacks, and they were 27th in offense, but actually they threw the ball okay. They finished 12th in passing.
Devontae Parker, a breakout season at wide receiver.
Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out. If you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Out of bounds.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And he's been fun to watch run the football. We know he can pass, but using his legs effectively here in this one.
No doubt about it. Watch him maneuver in the pocket, out of the pocket, making the plays that he's making, which are breaking down the defense. I thought back to when we had our morning jog before the game, and I couldn't keep up with you. Those legs, they're valuable for his team.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. First play of the drive is a run with Thompson.
They were even
they start out 1st and 10. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. On on 2nd and 12. Haskins. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. And that's twice now already in this first quarter that he's been able to knock the ball away.
They're going to need that from him and plenty more if they want to slow down this passing game. Thus far, though,
why is y'all using our helmets to stop the ball?
The third down throw
They
incomplete
purposely
as well.
doing their helmets.
There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you get your best people in the area to try and take that away.
A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so. And they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal. Put them in
already
some tough
fourth quarter.
spots,
Already
what's
with.
the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
On 2nd down and 4. Fitzpatrick. That's caught by the Notre Dame man. It's Durham Smythe. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. Play fake. It's Fitzpatrick. This is caught by Hearns. And they'll get this well
I just got caught. I got confused. I thought I was someone else, but I wasn't him. So as soon as I saw that, and then I just like stopped. As soon as I saw the interception, I just tried to dive for it. Like,
over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Fitzpatrick again. And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown.
2 y'all on him. Not one saw that coming.
A 7-yard touchdown.
Time I switched, I couldn't even get to enter.
Guys are on the board.
Oh, view from view.
Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want
good.
the ball
I
in the
already
hands
know.
of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Throwing now, Haskins on first down. Rolling to his right. He's got it complete to Thompson.
Oh, you lucky your leg for you trying to get up. Because he was trying to get up, I kept going down.
A good pickup there at 22.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
You got your own team.
Raekwon McMillan coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. These two teams all tied after one. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere.
Yo, what is y'all doing? Go to a certain area.
A pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Kick catch interference.
Hold up. He caught it right before I tried to.
Football 101, you've got to let the guy catch the ball.
You have to know the ball is there. You have to know it's arrived. Otherwise, you're going to get flagged every time.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
On second down now, Laird. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. Complete. This is Albert Wilson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Here's Fitzpatrick. And it's caught. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Durham Smythe.
Okay. Y'all not going to do this. Go ahead and get your kick so I can get on y'all too.
And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They start the drive with Peterson. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Tackle made there by Eric Rowe. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Haskins.
Yo, why? His throwing is stuck in.
The man he was looking for. But now it's third down.
Oh, it's the one. I
The
forgot.
Redskins on third down. Lacking much success. Just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
They need to rock. Let's win out here. You know it's win.
It'll go as a pickup of 14 at a Washington first down. They go play action with Haskins. He'll buy some time right. And incomplete. Crisis averted.
I'd rather just
almost picked. Instead, second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Yeah, that's why I got to keep doing.
Before he gets into
that's why I have to keep doing, right? How they first down
for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. So now 1st and 10 as they crossed into Miami territory at the 49-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now on 2nd and 13, Haskins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and it's 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Yeah, I'll tell you, the effort's sensational, but he may have come up a foot or so short of the line he needed. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are.
If he would have never caught that, I would have picked because he was active.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
I think it all came together there. In breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And finding the tight end Wilson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Check 52. Check 52.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Haskins toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Damn.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his
own.
But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this, and he will score.
Let's get the team.
Touchdown, Washington. Dwayne Haskins with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Defensively, didn't seem like anybody had eyes on the quarterback, and he took advantage.
So you think that maybe we're seeing some pretty good instincts for a young guy? Because that's the thing you worry about. Coming out of college, you're used to getting away with just about anything you want to do. You're just superior. Here, he has to read it, figure it out, and know when it's time to go.
With the extra point, and we've got a tie game here, a back-and-forth first half. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all total, and it's finished off with a 5-yard.
I just want to quickly see the last play. Look how it was kicked. I was about to, be a little bit mad because, how it was kicked, because the way I kicked it a certain way so the wind could increase, and it increased right at the right time with the right before it hit the pole.
Touchdown run. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken near the 13. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is a defense get the ball back pretty quick.
He's got a man complete.
Damn.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker with his second touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they've been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown.
Damn.
And terrific field position here as they finally get him just shy of the midfield stripe.
And that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Now it's Haskins sliding out of the pocket. Got an open man. It's Harmon. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. That's complete to his tight end Sprinkle.
I'm about to say face mask. I thought I saw a little clip.
Inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 30 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. They'll run with Peterson. And he takes
Let's
it.
get the team.
Touchdown, Washington.
Hey,
Taking it in 7 yards away. As they're an extra point away now from tying this football game. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf.
damn.
Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you don't. Now Fitzpatrick hit. It's out. He lost the football.
I was about to die for that ball. I'm like, what?
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
3rd and long for Ryan Fitzpatrick. Now the pressure comes in.
I would have fumbled.
Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Jonathan Bostic coming in to drop it for a loss of 8.
I might be down by 1 by my grind.
We talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
What?
Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. To Thompson on the draw. He'll get 3 of those penalty yards back here, leaving him with a 2nd and 12. On 2nd and 12, Haskins. They'll roll him out right. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Eric Rowe that time able to knock that pass away. The Redskins on 3rd down. They're hitting it just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd down and 12.
Why is you running up when the ball behind?
Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Well, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on.
They acting dumb.
Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position.
Let me.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Allen Hurns that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. And he'll give it here to his running back. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. Fitzpatrick firing quickly here, and that's complete. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the...
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will shave one more off this lead. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
How many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Now Haskins to throw it. And he will find his man on the outside. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his fifth catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Throwing again on 2nd down. Haskins.
You let him
and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Charles Harris coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now it's Haskins. That was going to throw deep right side.
One of y'all couldn't catch it.
And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off. Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. So on 4th down, they're going to go again. Keep in mind they're 3 of 4 so far in these situations. Flushed out right. And he finds McLaurin. And he is into the end zone for a Washington.
Yeah, they called a team up.
Terry McLaurin, 57 yards, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
Big touchdown right before halftime.
Of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Now the Redskin offense will stay out there and go for 2. Out of the shotgun, Haskins stepping up. He'll try and run.
Signature, baby. We tied.
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful.
We're tied. Damn, we just lost our lead. That's what he's saying. That's exactly what he's saying.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This will be taken about the 12. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
Yeah, you said angerless. Catch the ball, this and that.
At the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious from both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there.
Number 30 was me. I couldn't do nothing.
Watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Fitzpatrick. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
No hustle.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
I need to stop them.
Fitzpatrick now to throw on first down. Caught by Wilson. And he is out of bounds.
Dumbass didn't know out of bounds.
Inside the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this. Or keeps hitting the calculator, but my
if
goodness,
someone
what a
don't
start
guard
he is off
somebody.
to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Wilson's got it complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. To the air again, Fitzpatrick. To the end zone.
Throw away.
It's incomplete.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more. And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, as the first half is winding down, as they have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Yeah. You didn't actually help me.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Just a gain of a yard in what all likelihood will be the final play of the first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touch.
The coach didn't say nothing. Hold up. I might need to fix one of the damn settings. No, not that one. Well, basically, yeah, broadcast, like.
Game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 22 yards there, a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins, eluding the pressure right. That was going to let it go deep right sideline.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 22 yards there, a first down. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory, down at the 31. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Haskins looking to throw on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They run it here with Thompson. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Haskins on 3rd down. Into the end zone. Washington Redskins touchdown. We've seen this already from him in this game. 2nd time he's into the end zone with a rushing touchdown.
So the head coach is going to have a meeting with the owner this week. You know why? He's got to let the owner know, I know you wrote the check for his arm, but we're going to make him a part of our running game too. This guy can do it all. Let's see where he takes us.
Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point.
There you go.
Things are getting good now. We're heating up, tied at 35.
Tied.
So that one an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll run on the draw. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Now it's a bootleg with Fitzpatrick. Hearns brings it in.
They said first down.
And passing.
Can we get a check on that real quick? Yeah, that's it.
Yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. on 2nd and 11 now. Fitzpatrick. Now Fitzpatrick hit. It's out. He lost the football. And the Redskins scoop it. The 20. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. So many times tight games decided by one big play. And a lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know, head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys,
and I like how he was able to roll and get up,
but it applies here
before the other team got the ball back. Perfect.
Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage. And, again, that second score here in the 3rd quarter.
Mike, check 55, Mike. You ain't going nowhere. Sit.
On 1st down, Laird. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. To throw is Fitzpatrick. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And they give this time to the tailback. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain. To be patient and find the hole.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
All day, every day.
Now Fitzpatrick. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Play action now. Fitzpatrick. And it's caught by Parker. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devontae Parker, 31 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Sanders on for the extra point. And that will tie our game here in the third quarter. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the third quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your coach? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Throwing on second and long. Haskins, he'll run it. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down. On third down, Thompson. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's fourth down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on first and second down and needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down. And they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation up fourth down. But guess what? It all started with what happened on first and second down. Really put them behind the 8-ball.
So, Charles, talk about a play that could prove pivotal, and I mean pivotal. That decision right there could be really costly.
Without a doubt, you talk about taking a chance there and deciding you're going to go all in, as they like to say. That's exactly what that one was, and it didn't pay off.
Yeah, inside their own territory, game tied this stage of the contest. Boy, that last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Fitzpatrick. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Durham Smythe, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. As his guys have now moved out in front.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys.
Actually, you asked me to help. You didn't say I have
lines. But the bottom
I'm on my
line
way.
is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead.
Fitzpatrick's pass complete to Durham Smythe. Touchdown, Miami.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind. It's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes about him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to pick things up, and they tend to play well.
Now a play fake here on first down.
As a general,
under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Christian Wilkins able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. Rolling to his right. Got a man, that's Crum. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 27 yards there, a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year and the Davises and the Gardens get together, that's what our
10-18.
It's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
Dancing to his left. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the wall. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Adrian Peterson. His 2nd touchdown of the night, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. So they went for it from the 1 on 4th and goal, and they got it done.
Is this the new NFL?
This is the new NFL.
This is the updated NFL, and I like it. I know that quarterbacks across the league have spent the entire offseason and even during the season lobbying their coaches to go for it more on 4th down. Let's go get it. Because nowadays, you've got to score points to win games in the NFL. You can't just rely on your defense to hold them.
I think the quarterback's going to eliminate field goals inside of 30 yards, probably.
Well, listen, they have enough confidence in themselves that they can call plays and make plays that they won't need those field goals inside the 30.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. On 2nd and 7, Fitzpatrick completes it to Hearns. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 22 yards there, a first down. They'll run on first down. Laird. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Play fake. It's Fitzpatrick. On the right side, open is Gesicki. A Miami first down. That one going for a gain of 11. On first down, Laird. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll keep it on the ground. Laird.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Here's Fitzpatrick. Now Fitzpatrick hit. It's out. He lost the football. Whoa. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue, because you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
Now it's Haskins. That's complete to his tight end, Sprinkle. A very solid gain of 27. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place.
That one looks like the hole.
Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first. They go play action here on first down. Now the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Redskins with the football, but trailing here as we get down to the good stuff. Quarter number 4. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get that one to Chris Thompson, but now it's 3rd and goal. Here's Peterson on 3rd and goal. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft.
And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Kelvin Harmon there to make the grab. And the Redskins are going to retake the lead. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the 4th quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the 4th quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1.
They don't care. They said no.
He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches, and the 2-point attempt is turned aside. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach.
Now Fitzpatrick hit. It's out. He lost the football. And the Redskins scoop it. And fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line in the red zone. Following the turnover, it's Haskins. And that is caught. Touchdown.
I don't care how you
Washington. Steven Sims Jr. there to make the grab. And the Redskins capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the 4th quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what?
Look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback.
They didn't want me in the red zone for the interception. He probably said, no, if they throw back, touchback.
Parker now. What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly right. And let's face it, we have to stand up and applaud this one, even though we're
so they was good at their home. We was good at ours.
Just happen by accident. This is the 4th time when the defense just falls down or breaks coverage. He's worked awfully hard, changing routes, changing areas, changing angles, and getting the.
I'm about to go for a fumble or a hit.
Playing in a big way, and it has been in a very big way. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Only 2 there on the dump off. It's 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
It's a gain of just a couple there, but it's enough to get him the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. It's caught inside the 25. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf.
I'm going to hurt him.
Big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Laird.
Normally that's not the down and distance that you call a draw play. You usually want to break the second or third down with a definite passing situation before that play is dialed up.
So first and second down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Here's Fitzpatrick. Oh, no, he lost the football.
You want to keep using that football.
Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. But the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He connected on his first, this from 41. Sanders' kick is good.
They got the fumble thing still on the screen.
High fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Up 1st and 10 at their own 13. Wide open receiver complete. And mark him down.
Right before I hit the line, but I had a feeling they was going to,
pick up there, 26 yards.
You know, right before I hit the scrimmage line, I thought they was going to say I fouled because I passed the line.
I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Haskins. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Haskins. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Position on him, and he pulls it in. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 37. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way and worked out.
It doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 37-yard line. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Taco Charlton, his 2nd sack of the night.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Now it's Haskins sliding out of the pocket. And that is incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Now Haskins. From the right side here.
Yeah.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Haskins. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in the second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. 3rd down. Here's Haskins being chased out left. Staying on his feet. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
I know I'm supposed to do the analysis here, but I've got to ask, how did he stay alive that long in the pocket?
Yeah, great footwork, which we know he has. If he would have been able to stay alive, get rid of the ball, or run for some yardage, he would have had a very unhappy defensive coordinator, I believe.
No doubt about that.
Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. Fitzpatrick on 1st down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
Really tried to
It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
To throw again on 2nd down, Fitzpatrick. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Fitzpatrick from the gun on 3rd down. But he's got it to Hearns. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Fitzpatrick again. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the 1st down, close it out.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
They'll roll him out right. Now he'll pull it down. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Peterson. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
25 yards that time. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory, down at the 31. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an...
What? Real quick question, why you leave the room as soon as you got the switch? So no.
I didn't see anything open.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now Thompson. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. The loss of a yard brings up 4th. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, you talk about not playing it safe. Why were they going for it there, Charles?
It's got to be a full evaluation of their team. Do they trust their defense in this situation? Maybe they think they've given all they can in this game and they don't have anything left. Do they not trust that the other team's quarterback is just so hot that no matter where they get the ball, they go downfield? Remember when Bill Belichick went for it in that game, right, against Indianapolis on the road? And everybody said, why'd you go for it there? I think he just thought to himself, on the other side, if they get the ball, they're going downfield anyway. He was trying to end the game right there with his own offense.
Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Fitzpatrick throwing complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. He'll look to throw. And he's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Now Fitzpatrick. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are once again going to retake the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late.
All I need is a field goal.
You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. They'll run on first down. It's Thompson, and he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Rolling to his right. Now a desperation. And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. As they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to throw. Open man is Quinn. He completes it. The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
All I got to say is I'm going to let them keep tackling.
Here we go with Haskins. And
Go ahead.
They're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. On second down, Peterson. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. One final shot for Haskins. And it's incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Well, no doubt an electrifying finish.